Here we go. Good evening, everybody. Good to see you all joining us this evening. Hello there. So,
Yay.
as we start, hi there. As we start this evening, can I just ask you all to stay on mute for me? That would be amazing. Obviously, we'd love to see your smiley faces. And tonight, I am Kate Lowe. I'm your host for tonight. And we have an exceptional guest speaker, someone who's really experienced in the HealthPointe program to share with us this evening. And I've known Dana for a long time. I know she's done the HealthPointe program a few times and more recently has really learnt the HealthPointe coaching way of HealthPointe. So she's a real expert. So she's had a fantastic journey herself, but now she's also coaching many other people to health and helping them to pay it forward as well. So I'd really like to introduce our guest speaker this evening, Dana Bakken, all the way from Norway. So take it over, Dana. Off you go.
Thank you so much, Kate, and good evening, everybody. It's amazing to see all these people from all over the world. I see at least all over Europe. I see a lot of names that I know and a lot of names I don't know. So, okay, let's go right into it. I guess a lot of you are really anticipating to know more about this program, and I cannot tell how excited I am, Kate, to be here with you tonight. So, let me share my screen with you. Let me share the right screen with you. There we go. And let's make it a little bit like in presentation mode. There we go. So, HealthPointe coaching. So we're talking about HealthPointe. We're talking about real food, real results, and real simple. And I'm sure that a lot of you have been trying to maybe lose weight, get more fit, get healthier. And we all know what it's all about, right? Personally, I didn't need to lose a lot of weight, but I had this, can I call it a sausage around my belly that I couldn't get it away. I felt that I was walking, working, like eating right, and I couldn't get it away. And so HealthPointe was exactly what I needed. And I know for many of you, it has been an amazing program as well. So let's see a little bit about it. And if you have any questions, please pop them back to the person who has invited you tonight, because they will be answering all your questions, and especially because it could be personal as well. You know, health is really personal. So let's see what this program is about. If I could only move there we go. Yes. So some of the major problems, and this is a global problem. Here we have some numbers from Europe about
Dana, just to interrupt. Can't see the slides moving on. I don't know if anybody else can. Maybe somebody can just give us a
oh,
thumbs up. No, I can see people shaking their heads. Can you pop it into into slideshow? And then I
what?
think we'll be able to see it. All I can see is the whole thing. Yeah,
Slideshow.
so down the bottom.
Icon there. Icon with the screen.
Maybe here.
It's there. The icon with the screen.
Icon
Right.
with screen.
Screen. It's
Down
just
the
at the
bottom.
down the bottom. Just at the bottom.
Right.
Go, keep going. Yes, that's it.
That's it. You got it.
On
I
the glass, on the
I had
glass,
it on that
Dana.
one. Can you still see it now?
No,
No,
click it
it's
again.
not going into
It's not going.
But
for some
I
reason.
Press the
Down
reload.
the
it's this
Reload.
one,
bottom,
right?
Yes,
the
yes,
bottom,
yeah.
I'm so sorry. Here we have the tech help.
that
But
one,
I'm
that
doing
one.
this one.
Click on that one. Click on
So
that one.
I do that.
unshare your screen.
Yeah.
Unshare your screen, and then let's try it again.
Let's do that. Let's have Kate sharing the screen. I'll stop
Oh,
mine.
now okay, now
Oh,
you're going to really put me in it now, aren't you? Now I've got to
okay.
find it.
You want me to? Okay, I'll try again then. I'll try
Try
again.
again, and in the meantime, I will find the PowerPoint at the same time.
Okay.
What?
Can you
Yes,
see
we're
it
there.
now?
Yeah.
You got
Yes,
it?
there we go.
Okay, let's see.
Perfect.
Can you see it when I move it now? Let's see. Can I move it? Can you
Yay.
see
Yes,
it
well
now?
done.
There we go. Thank you so
Hey,
much for your help. And thank you, Dennis.
You're welcome.
You see, I love this community where we can really help each other. So, okay, let's go back and restart. So, with some of the challenges in the world today is that people are getting more and more obese, right? People, and it is a global problem. Here we have some numbers from Europe. In Norway, it's slightly lower. In US, it's slightly higher. So, but it is a global problem, and it comes from the food we eat. And it's really, really difficult for a lot of people to know what can we do with it. And on the other hand, you see 78% think that they are in good shape. So there is some numbers that are not really adding up. And I believe that many people are a little bit in denial about their own health. And that's okay. But we have to admit that we do have a global problem. And I also think that one of the major issues is that we see children today getting more and more unhealthy, more and more obese. And of course, we're adapting the habits from our parents. And yeah, well, I think we all know where it ends. So, and another challenge is that we go on these diets and we do our best. And I don't know how it is in your country, but in my country, it is like every other week on the front of the magazine, it's like, hey, this is how you get in shape. And the next week is, hey, this is the best apple pie you can ever make. So, we are constantly fighting in our mind as well about, okay, what shall I do? What shall I not do? We Google the internet, we try to find some solution. Maybe we go into a program and we go there all in for 12 weeks and everything goes well. But after 1 year, we are not only back where we were, we are, the body is very giving. So it gives us an extra kilos on the top of that, right? So we have this gift of way more than when we started. And then it's really, really easy to say, well, I've tried it all and it's just not for me. I've tried everything. It's just not for me. And we can joke about it. We can say, no, it's fine. But really inside ourselves, I think we all know that we are not fine with it. And also, of course, there are a lot of health gains, not only weight, but there is a lot of issues with energy, with movement, with what we can do and cannot do, with walking, so we cannot do, we cannot go the distance we want, or we cannot go with the people. Well, I think you understand what I mean, although my English is a little bit poor, but that's fine. So, but we can agree that we have some health issues in the world in general. Let's see if we can move this. So why does diet fails? Why is it that you do something, you go all in, and then you fail after a while, when you stop again? And I think it's because it's a program, it's a diet, you think it's for a certain amount of time. And also our biology, we have these cravings, right? We don't know what to do. We think it's a willpower that will make us do the right thing. We think it's our community. We think and then we say, well, it's not for me. It's my hormones that are running, or my metabolism is wrong. And we think it's our biology that gives us these restrictions and make our body fight all the time. So it's really difficult for us. And then we have the psychology, all these thoughts, I've tried it before, I cannot do it, all this self-talk that is really not good. And also what other people say to us and what we hear, I could do that, but I could never do that. So we have all these thoughts about what we can do, what we cannot do, what we have to do. So we have all this different kind of thinking. But what if that's not right? And then the last thing that really fights us is our environment. Because sometimes you start alone, your family doesn't start. And sometimes, your friends doesn't know, no, you're not that bad. Why don't you have a pizza? It's Friday. So it's kind of like people don't want to help you. So what if we could have the key to all of this? What if you knew how to fight this biology, not to get cravings? What if we could get the thinking right? And what if you could join in a right environment? So all of this would be way easier on you. I'll see, how can I change the slides? I'm sorry. So HealthPointe is science-based. It's not something new. It's not something we invented last week or 5 years ago. It's science-based. It's more than 50 years old, this science, and it really goes into how the body works. It's real food. It's really simple, but we combine the right nutrition with the right food at the right time in the right portions. So we know exactly what to do to turn your whole metabolism around. You will have an increase of energy. You will not be hungry. The cravings will be gone. And in addition to that, because we have a very good environment, you will have a long-term habit. So it's a habit building. And you will have a lot of help, so you will not be alone. And it's very, very easy, I promise you. Even you saw how I was striving with the computer, and even I can do this, right? So it's really, really easy. But of course, you have to do something, right? You have to change something. Even though if it's easy, it is a change. So the program, we have 4 essentials in the program. That's what's a little bit what we talked about in the beginning. So one of the main thing in this program is snacking. And I can promise you, you will be asking your coach all the time, are you sure I will be eating this much? I cannot eat anymore. I'm not hungry. But snacking, and for some people, that should be a really, really good news, right? Hey, you can be eating all the time. You can be snacking all the time. So snacking is a really important part of our program. And so is moving. And we have this easy movement with walking that everybody can do. We have supplementing because there is a gap in the nutrition in the food today and the nutrition you need, for sure. And we need to fill that gap because the body cannot work properly with if it doesn't have the right or enough nutrition. If the body doesn't get all the nutrients it needs, it will start storing. So we have the best brand in supplement, and this is what we're cooperating with. And of course, the thinking. And what if you could have a program for your thinking? So these 4 essentials in the program are really, really the key to the whole success and what you will be a part of. So go back to the snacking. So every 60 to every 1 hour to 2 hours, you will be snacking something. I used to say every 60 to 90 minutes because it's easy, right? And you will be snacking something. And of course, then you will not have any cravings. And I can tell you, I love chocolate. I haven't craved chocolate or sugar now for months, and which is kind of strange for me to be able to walk around the store and not take chocolate, even if I'm a little bit hungry, if I really missed a snack or something. Of course, then your blood sugar will be way more stable. That's also a key to the program. When your blood sugar level is stable, your whole body functions way better. And also your energy level goes stable, slightly up and stable. Your fat will be lost, the fat you don't want, it will go away. But we will, at the same time, you will keep your muscle, because there's one thing you don't want when you go on a diet is to lose your muscle as well. You want to be stronger and fitter, right? So it will improve your mood and also your focus. And for some of us who has this hormonal, your emotions go up and down, it will also stabilize your hormones. So all this is in the snacking, and basically it's because your blood sugar level goes more stable. Then moving, we say goal is 10,000 or more steps. In the program it says 15,000, so that could be a good goal for you. But 10,000 is like the general in the society as well, right? But we have one slight challenge for you. Do 5,000 before breakfast. And some people say to me, oh, I could never do that. Oh, I cannot do that. Or some people say, I don't eat breakfast. We have so many reasons why we cannot do anything, but we just challenge and we say, hey, do it. Try to do it. Do it just for 1 week. I love there is one audio where it says, well, just get on your gear, get out of your house, get up to the first corner, and then you can decide. Don't decide when you're in bed. Decide when you're outside. But 5,000 before breakfast, moving before breakfast, will completely change your metabolism, and you will see the results you've never dreamed of before. So just a small challenge there. Build a sustainable habit of movement. Well, it would be a good habit if you go out every morning, right? If you go out and just do for a walk every morning. And I don't feel sorry for you. We started here in Norway in November. It was freezing cold. It was completely dark. Nobody is outside at 6 o'clock in the morning. We did it. So, that makes us champions when we can do that. So I hope you understand. And this movement also, it supports so many processes in your body. You can read for yourself, like heart, brain, mood, and also, overweight also gives you some long-term diseases or challenges, right? So all this is prevented by simple changes in habits. Okay, we talked about supplementing, filling the nutritional gap, but also to promote a healthy weight loss and keeping the muscle. And we have the perfect supplements for that. But of course, we want to lose the fat. And when we change this fat into muscle, that is one of part of it. And we also support the energy level. So we use the Nutrilite or NutriWay brand of supplements. So we have a cooperation with that. And this is the #1 supplement brand in the world. Why is it so unique? Because we have full control from the process, from the seed in the soil till the full product. And this seed is organically grown. So they have, and before the seed as well, the mother of the seed, and everything is traceable. So if you want to know more about this brand, please go back to the person who invited you. And it's so much really, really good information about this brand and about these products. And we have a set of products that we do recommend. You could add, but please do not take away. You could add to them. We have more products than we show on the screen, but please don't take away. So we do use some really good omega-3. We use fruit and vegetable. We use a multivitamin. We use fiber. We use amino. We also use a balance within, like for the stomach. And if you want some excess energy, we also have a rhodiola for that. So we do have a really, really good set of supplements for you. And it will provide the best vitamins and minerals, plant-based, that you can find. So be sure about that. Then we have the thinking. We have audio and video tips, and they are released daily. This is so exciting. Every day you get a new audio and a new some tip for the day, and it will follow you the step-by-step on your program, on your journey for the next 12 weeks. And that is so amazing. You will learn so much, not only about your body and why you need this and that, but also about your thinking. You will be challenged, there will be questions, and there will be a lot of experience from other people there will be stories about their journeys. So the thinking is really, really good. And in addition, we have a community where twice a week or 3 times a week, we do have some meetings together online. We have 2 walks where we have a hot tip and welcoming walk, and we have a story walk every week. So you will be very familiar with people around the world, their stories. They will share, very personal, but they will share how did they start, how did they find out, what were the challenges around in the process, and what are they, what have they won. We don't only think about the weight, we also have some non-scale wins that are really exciting to hear about and to be a part of, to listen to. So we have this very sharing, really growing, great community, and just to be a part of that is really a key element for success. And you're thinking, well, it's not that you want to change you, but you will change from the inside. You will think, maybe I can do this. So you will grow on the inside. And that is really, really exciting because we have a very safe space to grow. So we have 5 specific phases. We have a preparation day or phase, 5 days, where we prepare you with clean out declutter your fridge and stuff like that, take away the things you don't want, the craving stuff, the sugars, and also get a scale, get a watch or something that can count your steps, so prepare yourself. Also know your why, go down with your coach, register, know your starting point. Then we have 3 protein days, and this is really a jump start where you will reset your body, reset your metabolism, empty your body for some carbs, and go into a fat burning mode with your body. So we have the weight loss days, really exciting days, those one. And then we had to add more food. This is very important phase because this is where your body sets a new set point. We talked about your body not only when you lose weight, but then when you gain again, it goes over the scale it was before. Well, we prevent this with this program because science show that if we can set a new set point, your body will stick to this one and it won't go up again. That's why we also have a maintenance, a long time maintenance, where you stay in the community, where you continue with your program, and you will learn how to do that. And of course, the weight loss and the add more food and the protein days, you can, there's 2, 3, and 4, you can repeat that until you reach your goal. So really, really science-based, and this is what I love about it. Let's see, how do we move this now? There we go. Okay, so in the weight loss days, this is how you set your plate. So we have a very specific way of eating, where for breakfast, we have 1 serving of grain and fruit and then 1 serving of protein. So we have this food list, so you will know exactly what to pick. And you will pick, of course, the food you like, you know, so it's a very wide, very nice, good food list with a lot of good, what do you call natural, good, clean food. And you see for lunch, you have a little bit different. You add some fruits and lettuce, and the same for dinner. And between, you have the snacking, right? So never be hungry. That's the thing, never be hungry. So why do we eat like this? Why do we put up the plate in the way we do? Because we need to be concerned about our blood sugar level. We want it to be stable. But at the same time, we also want energy. We want you to have something to burn. So the fruits is really a quick fix, right? It really goes quick into your body. But when we add the vegetables, the lettuce, and the protein in the same plate, you will have long time. You see your blood sugar long time, because it takes more time for your body to digest the other things. So it will keep your blood sugar level very, very stable for 1 to 2 hours. And in between, we have the snacking, so we continue to keep it stable. So you see how it works, and it's really, really interesting, because most people, they eat like this. They take something quick. If they have breakfast, they take something quick, maybe a coffee and maybe some bread or cereals or yogurt or whatever. But your blood sugar just goes up and down, and you get these spikes. So within 1 hour, you're hungry. What do? You're at work, you go to the coffee machine, you take a coffee again, and you take some pastries or, something easy. Then again, you have these carb spikes the whole day. And that is also one of the reasons why you gain weight, because, this blood sugar, your body is striving the whole day. We don't want it to do that. We want it to be, to have it easy. We want it to be easy and natural for the body throughout the whole day and throughout the whole process. So this HealthPointe coaching, I have to say it, you are responsible for your body and your health. That's number one, right? So you have to agree, you will get coaching included. We will see what's included in the program, but you will get really, really expert help. But your part is to agree, yes, I want to do this. I want to be with the experts. I want to do what they say. You don't fight every day, right? And you need to know yourself why. Why is this important for you? It could be whatever. It could be, I want to run around with my grandkids. I want to wear a bikini in the summer. I want to go mountain hiking. I want to be able to live longer. It could be something that is important for you. So what is your why? That is so important. And also, we need to know your starting point. It's like a GPS. If you put into your GPS and you change my position, you put another address, it will never find the right way for you. So we need to be honest. We need to be open, and we need to set our starting point. It could be uncomfortable, but we need to know your weight. Not all of us, of course, but your coach need to know your weight, need to know your starting point. And you will have with your coach, they will guide you and how to put your measurements and everything like that. And every day we are accountable. I think this is one of the best keys to success, that we track, we measure, and we see our own progress. So we measure the food, we measure our steps, and we measure how much we weigh and stuff like that. And every day we listen And I think one of the biggest strengths here is that we listen to the same thing. We have so much to talk about, and it's so fun because it creates really a strong community. So we all know what we are listening to, right? But it changes our thinking gradually. And you will see after 6 and 12 weeks, you won't even recognize yourself. It's really, really interesting to see how these audios really pop up the really good questions and good thought for yourself. And we also would like you to commit to be a long time maintainer, a long time maintainer, because we want you to succeed for a long time. We don't want you to go and look at this as a diet for 12 weeks and then go back to your old habits. No, this should be for life. This is for longevity. This is for health. This is for you. So commit to you, commit to your health. And let's see how that goes, right? It could be really, really interesting. So included in your program is daily progress check-in. It's weekly review with your coach. It's personal coaching team, not only one coach. You get a whole team to really support you. And you will see how amazing that is. There is an app that you have on your phone. We have the targeted supplements. So, and here you could set up a recurring order or whatever. You do that with your coach, but you could set up so you could get this product on regular basis, right? And really you need to go through it with your coach, what you're used to using and how you can put this program, which would be the best one for you. We do have community events like several times a week. We also have private community Facebook groups that you will be a part of, and the daily audio. So all this is included in your health journey. No, now you understand why we have such a huge success rate. And here are like a summary, and I think you can read quicker than I can read and speak, at least. But real food, no cravings. We go with a metabolism. It will be a chemical change, long term, and with the best products. So I think that is one of the keys, or the keys to the program. So here is a summary. And now I think I will actually get get the word back to you, Kate, because I would really love to hear your HealthPointe story.
Thanks, Dana, and great job. So for me, my story started back in the beginning of the summer last year, and I met with my friend, and she was telling me all about this program that she was involved in, and she was really excited about. She was a personal trainer, and when she first saw the program, she was unsure about it. But because it didn't kind of fit with everything she'd learned through personal training, but she talked to somebody, she talked to her coach, and she discussed it, and she gave it a try. And she was so excited about the results that she'd had, even though she was fit and healthy. She totally changed her body composition. And we sat together, and I was talking with her and explaining how, for me, I had tried so many different diets, so many different programs, from doing shakes only to doing, fasting, to eating only meat, to the point where I had done those classes, where you go along each week, you're shamed into standing on the scales. That's supposed to be accountability. But all that did for me was the day before, or the couple of days before standing on the scales in public, I would try to starve myself so I could hopefully lose a bit of weight. So I'd tried everything, and all it had done, it just resulted in my weight going up and up and up, because I'd had a few children. There's a few of them, there's four of them, and every time I gained weight, never lost it. And I just was really struggling with my weight, and it had just got worse and worse and worse. And of course, through COVID, all we did in the UK was just sit at home and eat and drink alcohol. Basically, we were drinking a lot. And then 3 years ago, my mum passed away, and I really just didn't know how to cope with it, other than trying to deal with all my emotions by drinking more wine and eating more chocolate and try to cover everything up. And all that resulted in was just me getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And as I'm sat there talking with my friend and she's telling me, this is so amazing and she could help me, she would coach me, I was like, I just don't know if I can. And that's exactly how I felt. I really just thought, I don't think I can do this. I tried so much before. I don't think it can work for me. But she was like, just trust me. Let's just give it a go. Let's start with 6 weeks. If you can get through 6 weeks, we can reassess then. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll try. I still in the back of my head didn't think I could do it. I didn't believe that I could stick with it because I thought losing weight was all about having the willpower to be strong enough for that 6 to 12 weeks. And I didn't think I had it. But as I started on the program and I got through the first 3 days, and the weight started to fall off, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And as I started to listen to more audios, and I started to think, well, maybe I can do this. And the more I checked in with my coach and sort of gave her my results and how I was feeling, it just made me feel like I could do this. And then I would walk every Monday and every Saturday with a big group of people from all over the world. And it just made me feel like I wasn't on my own. I wasn't shamed into standing on the scales. I didn't have to just do that once a week and then, hopefully, uh, you know, eat nothing for a couple of days to try and lose weight. No, it was something that I did every day, and every day I was accountable to my coach. And that really kept me focused on my goal and what I wanted to achieve. So over I don't know how many weeks, but I've lost so far in total 43 pounds, which is about 3 stone for the UK, about 20-ish kilos for those in Europe. I've had a little pause because sometimes life happens, right? And Christmas happened, and then I did a lot of traveling, and it just I found it difficult to totally stick to the program when I was changing time zones and flying on aeroplanes all over the place. But what was amazing was the set point that you talked about, that because I'd been through those add more food days, I'd reset my set point. So even though I wasn't fully following the program, I didn't gain weight. So I didn't lose it, but I didn't gain. So I've stayed at this weight for a while. So now I've recently, because I'm back in the country for a while, I've recently restarted and starting to watch that change again and putting myself back into the focus of what the goal is. And I'm really excited about it. So I've really found it amazing because even though I didn't think I could do it, the benefit of having a coach that was there every single day for me, the audios which really got me to think differently about what I was eating, why I was eating it, and why I should set those goals and how I could change my habits to help me stick to the program. All of those things combined with this amazing community that I would walk with has just helped me to feel a part of something. It's helped me to, stick with it. And I think, the whole package is so well designed that I know whether I pause or keep going, that this is a lifestyle change that I've made forever, and that I have no intention of going back to where I was last year, sitting there blubbing, feeling really bad about myself without an idea of how I could change things. So if your coach or your friend has asked you to watch this evening, then you need to go back and talk to them, because whatever your situation is, whether it's weight, whether it's health, they'd be able to help you to change whatever it is in your life that you need to change. Because I'm so glad that my friend told me about what she was excited about and she paid it forward to me. And that's what I'm excited about doing, paying it forward to many other people. So thanks, Dana.
Oh, thank you so much, Kate. That was really, really, really amazing. And yeah, I've known you for many, many years, and the difference that I see in you now, I almost get tears in my eyes because it's such a huge change that you have made. Yes, with help from your friend, but you have made a change. And I think it's so great that you say, well, I've stopped and on and off because it's life. it's life. And one of the things I really learned through HealthPointe and through this process is it's a process, it's not perfection. You know, you go in a direction, but it doesn't need to be perfect every day. It is allowed to have a bad day or a life. But as you say, the set point, and that is what really, really makes the difference. So I
For
cannot
sure.
wait for the time to come further on as well, you know, to follow and not only you, but many people. And you are also one of the most amazing coaches I know about, Kate. And you've paid it forward to so many people. And you share like so well about your own story, but you also help so many people to share their story and to be more transparent or more open, and also believing that when you can do it, they can do it. So thank you so much for that. So
No
go
problem.
back to your coach, right? Go back to the person who have invited you this evening and go through and see what this could be for you. So any last words,
Brilliant.
Kate, or?
No, just to say thanks, Dana. You've done a great job, and thanks everybody for joining us this evening. This will go out on replay, so if you want to rewatch it, you can. But we'll be doing the same thing again in 2 weeks' time, hopefully with a different presenter. But have a great week, and if you're walking with us on Saturday, can't wait to see you there. All right, have a good day. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye.
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 Great job, Jen.
Bye.
Bye.